This is the video for the Community First Bank up in Dix. I'm on the south side of the building right now. You can see it's kind of two buildings on top of each other. We've got a lower building here that juts out, and then there's a flat roof up there to get to the top. We've got a combination of ephes and metal. We're basically going to mimic the current color scheme. Everything that's the light cream will go the light gray, and everything that's the little darker cream, which is mainly that metal, will go the darker accent color. I wanted to highlight this section. The hardest part of this job, by the way, I think they're going to take this tree out. The hardest part of this job, there's areas that they've tried to repair over the years. There's actually wood underneath this corner. You can see where it's buckled, and they've done some ugly repairs. They're wanting us to scrape off any of the loose or peeling ephes and try and match that texture as best we can. They understand that it may not be perfect, but it'd be better than the peeling stuff they've got right now. You can see how thin that is. And it's just cracked throughout where that piece of wood is up there. It's obviously wood behind. Very, very thin layer. So Michael Ward's probably going to pressure wash this, and after he gets done, we'll have additional scraping to do. You can see where that's all cracked and spider webbed. And then up on that second floor, you can see where it's cracked and peeling, mainly around where there's plywood on those old windows. It's actually plywood at the top up there. And I told her, we'll give you a line item, but we very well may have to ask for additional money depending on how much starts coming off, or if we found any rotten wood behind it. There's some stress cracks across. They're not too particular about these. I just thought if we could get a good match on the texture, we might just try and cover these up a little bit where they don't look so pronounced. This is the drive-through. We will be painting the soffit underneath, as well as all the vinyl siding around. I have to ask them, I did notice on this far corner, there's a piece of vinyl siding missing. Since we're painting it, it really doesn't matter what color that is. If we could find that same similar size and just stick a piece in that corner, I guess it would need a cap. No, it looks like the corner cap's still there. Just have to slide that vinyl in there if we could. And there's a piece flapping in the breeze that'll need to be popped back in. Maybe we could steal that piece to match it at a lumber yard and buy a piece of siding. Big wide downspouts that have been painted by hand. Those will go the same accent color all the way down to the ground as well. The vinyl siding continues around the building. We will be painting this door the accent color as well. The good news is there's only two colors. So it's either the main color or the accent color, nothing special. Same with this electrical box. We'll paint that the accent color by hand. A couple more big downspouts. They are hiring a tree guy to come in and trim back all the trees, so we have access. We'll also have a lift, so should make it pretty easy to get around. Vinyl siding continues all the way down the north side of this building. We are going to paint these 4 window frames, metal window frames. Those will go the accent color, as well as all the metal handrail on the front ramp and porch. All this will go the accent color as well. We'll paint the underneath of the soffit. The underneath of the soffit will be the only other color. It's just going to be a white. Everything else will be a light gray or a darker gray. So all metal window frames will be accented. And then of course the boxes going up, all those will be the accent color. And the entire front of the building is metal, so that'll all be the accent color as well. Just wanted you to see the size up here. We got a flat metal roof, so it's not too tall after you're on the roof. From the ground, it's pretty tall. None of that shrubbery goes to the building. There should be plenty of room to work behind it, and we'll have a lift to get up to the top there. My thought was to go ahead and spray all the accent colors first and then mask that off, because that will be easier to mask than that rough ephes. We'll just mask off our accent color and spray out the building color. With the lift, this ought to be a pretty easy job. We've got a little bit of space between the road and the building. We can put our lift. We're just going to mask off the sign and spray all the way up.